Several years ago, I did a review on the Cadence backpack, and this is a rucksack style backpack with some dividers in the middle. And since then, it's become my favorite backpack for bike commuting. In fact, it's the only pack I use now for bike commuting because of the waterproofing. So this is a totally waterproof bag. I demonstrated that in that video, and in the pack that I'll review in this video, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show you how waterproof it is, and I like that for two reasons. One is I live in an area where in the summertime we can get caught in an afternoon thunderstorm and you just don't know what day it's going to rain, and so you can be caught unawares, and you want to make sure everything in your pack stays dry. The other thing is I also live in a hot and humid environment, and when I get home I literally take the hose and I hose off the backpack. And that cleans the sweat off, because I don't want my backpack getting all nasty and sweaty and stinky. So I love the waterproofing of this bag. So Cadence has made some improvements in this bag over the years, and I'm going to show you the newest one that they have out. One of the things that they improved on this one is these flaps would stick out a bit too much. So what they've done is they've actually narrowed the opening so that you don't have these sticking out. It sounds funny, but that's a little bit of a problem, because I had many times when I was walking through a doorway and it would just hit the door frame. So they've improved that, and they've made other improvements in the newest model. Now this one I actually got after I was using the yellow one. I think this is one of their original packs. Now this is not the newest model, but I'm going to show you the incremental changes that they've made. One of the changes is that they thickened the padding. So you can see how thick that padding is on the back of the pack versus this original one where the padding was not so thick and it was behind this mesh. So they thickened the padding. They also put some reflective striping on the side, which is great for commuting. So, you know, listen, this is one of the best packs I've ever used for commuting for several reasons, and having reflective stripes on it, you know, on the shoulder straps and everything, only helps. Now I'll show you the latest model. And one thing I like about these packs is they're very, very comfortable. You know, when you're commuting, sometimes you have it pretty loaded down with a laptop inside and shoes and food and all that. So they've carried over the same changes. So it still has reflective stripes on the side. It's still got the thicker padding. The newer model, they have added some lashing on the outside, so you can lash things on. All of them, by the way, have a place to put a light, so you can clip a light, which is really best safety practice, because you want a light on the bike, but you also want one on you. And so it's nice to just be able to clip one on there. Just God forbid you become separated from your bike and you still want to have a flashing light. So a safety feature. Now, one of the things that they've done in the very newest model is they put a flap over this pocket. And when I demonstrated the original bag, I noticed that the flap, the pocket on the outside was not completely waterproof. It was water resistant, but when I tested it, I did get some water in there. Now it does have a waterproof zipper. So we're gonna test this out. And I like this flap because in a real world scenario, you would get rain coming down from the top, and you would also, if you didn't have fenders, you would also have water coming off your back tire and getting onto the pack. And so that flap covering the zipper is going to help water from getting in there. And that was the weak point of the bag. In fact, even in this incremental model, between the yellow one that I showed you and the new one, you did not have the flap over the zipper pocket. It still has the waterproof zipper, but you still could get some water inside there. This is where I keep a cell phone because I need quick access. I don't want to have to unroll, and I'll demonstrate how this bag works as I did in my original video. But it's a roll top bag, and you do have compartments inside. Let's take a look at the straps on the outside before I show you the inside of the bag. And so you've got a sternum strap with a whistle. So, you know, if you have to warn a car or a pedestrian in front of you, you've got a whistle right there. You can just bring it up to your mouth. So that's nice. It's also got a removable waist strap. And I actually really like using a waist strap. Sometimes I'll bike on trails or gravel roads on the way home, and it's nice to have the pack really snug against your body. And I like a waist strap. It is removable with Velcro, so super easy to remove if you don't want to have a waist strap. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look inside this bag. As I mentioned, it is a roll top bag that stays secure with these clips, so it's very easy to open and close. Now, as I said before, they've narrowed this opening so that the sides don't stick out as much. And so that's really nice to be able to walk through doorways and not have the bag hit the door frame. So it's very spacious inside, and I'm going to load it with a few things to show you what you can get inside. I think the best thing for me to do is just pull this thing out so you can see everything that's inside. So it just comes out with Velcro, and it does have a Velcro at the bottom to keep it really secure. So you got to reach down there and undo that Velcro. So here is the removable lining. So like I said, you've got laptop, you've got your zippered compartment here, you've got a clip for your keys, which is always nice. And then there's your tablet compartment, and then other pockets there for like a wallet. It does have kind of a pen holder there. So a pen pencil holder, if you wanted to put those in there. There's the zipper pocket that I talked about with the mesh. And then you've got a zipper pocket below that. So you've got a lot of ability to store things, and they've really improved this over the original model. So that's really nice that you can organize and sort things and things like that. What's also cool is this padded laptop compartment also separates, and so you've got a laptop bag. So if you didn't want to carry around the whole backpack, but you wanted to carry around your laptop, your tablet, that kind of thing, so that comes out. And if you wanted to go total rucksack style and not use any kind of divider in the middle, you could do that, of course, and just throw stuff in there, and you've got a ton of room. Now, of course, it does shrink down a little bit when you roll it up, which I'll demonstrate here in a minute, but you know, like I said, it's very, very roomy pack that you can throw all kind of stuff in there. So let's pack it, and I'll show what you can get inside of it. 14-inch MacBook Pro with a cover on the outside. I don't commute with a laptop. I keep it at work most of the time. Every once in a while I might have to put a laptop in there. That slides in there with plenty of room. You could probably put a 15 or 16-inch laptop in there. So let me just show you. So plenty of room for a laptop. What I do is I put all my clothes in a drawstring bag just to be able to reach in there and pull them out real quickly and hang up the bag on the back of a door to change clothes. I actually keep shoes at work. Makes things lighter, simpler, but I've got these shoes in a plastic grocery bag. I'll drop those in there, and then for the heck of it, I'll put in a water bottle. So just drop that in there on the side, and I'm going to roll it up, and you can see that I've still got a ton of room in this thing. So you could put food and whatever, big heavy winter clothes. That kind of is the most bulky thing, right? When you're commuting in the wintertime, is having to commute home with a lot less clothing on your body and put it all in the backpack. So you've got plenty of room in this thing. Once everything is inside, you just roll it up. It does have Velcro to hold it in place while you secure these little clips, and you do so just by clipping them over. And that makes this thing, assuming you roll it up tight enough, totally waterproof. By the way, it does have a very nice handle on the back, got some plastic there, so super sturdy, super secure. I would say everything comes up to about right here, so I've definitely got more space inside the pack if I need to put a jacket, gloves, that kind of thing inside. Now what we're going to do is we're going to test the waterproofing of this bag. What we'll do to demonstrate this is I'm going to put a paper towel inside the main compartment. I'm also going to put a paper towel in this compartment, and we're going to see if they absorb any moisture when we hose this thing down. And now for my patented rain simulator. We'll come in this way a little bit to simulate water coming off the back wheel, getting on the pack. For the heck of it, let's get the back of it. All right, that should do it. All right, let's first check the main compartment. Bone dry, no problem at all. I've still got my clothing and shoes in there. Now, let's check this one, because in the past when I've done this test, this has been a little damp. Not much. Like I could put a waterproof cell phone in there and have total peace of mind. Let's see. Great news. That is bone dry. So that is definitely an improvement over the older one. With this flap coming over, it keeps water from getting inside this. So I would be totally confident about putting a phone inside this pouch. So that is the latest model of the Craft Cadence IPX5 waterproof backpack. You can get it in black, or you can get it in this yellow of the original pack that I reviewed. And by the way, this one is going to one of my Patreons. So if you're not a Patreon yet and you want to get in on the gear giveaways that I do every month or two, then you can click the link below to become a Patreon. $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you want to do to support this channel, because a lot of the gear and bikes that I review, I have to buy with my own money. Now, disclaimer, Craft Cadence did send me this to review, but I mean, I'd buy this. I'd buy this with my own money in a heartbeat. They're not cheap. And they do come from overseas, so if you order one in the United States, it's not going to come overnight like your typical Amazon package would, but I think it took about a week to get over here. And like I said, they're not cheap, but chances are the laptop that you carry to work and back is not cheap either. And so having it nice and secure, if you should get caught in the rain, is great for peace of mind. So as you can tell, I really like this pack. Like I said at the beginning, it is a pack that I use every time I bike commute. It's the only pack I use now. And I just love the waterproofing. I love how simple and easy it is to use. And like I said, I like just hosing it down when I get back from my sweaty ride, and then I just go inside and hang it up and it's ready for the next day. So that'll do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments about this pack, drop those below. And of course, if you've used this, let us know what your experience has been with it. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.